Hello, everybody. This is Byron from Musical Miles Podcast. I am here with a super fan, and we are at the BBR here at the Roadhouse in Chalice, Idaho. And your name is
Sara Burns.
Sara.
Yes.
Welcome to the
Thank
podcast. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule today.
Thank you.
To come and sit down and meet with us. So tell us a little bit about yourself and about your love of live music, live art.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know where to start. I was lucky enough in the year 2000 to work at the best independent non-commercial radio station in Seattle, KEXP.
Okay.
So that's where I dipped my toes, or more of a head
Jumped
first
in
dive.
head first. There you go.
And I got to experience so much cool music then, and working for that station, I got exposed to so much cool music outside of the mainstream. And so that's really my passion, is not mainstream, but emerging artists.
Yeah,
and,
agreed.
Yes. And I fell in love with alt country right from the get-go. I used to joke that my dad was a sports writer.
Okay.
And an overall huge sports nerd. And I used to joke I didn't even know they played music on the radio because all I heard were sports.
Sports radio, right?
Yeah. And so in 2001, I moved to Idaho. I live about 2.5 hours south of Chalice, and
in Sun Valley, Ketchum, Bellevue.
Yes,
Bellevue,
yeah,
okay.
Bellevue. And I was lucky enough to get introduced to the Braun music because they were still playing locally so much then.
Yes, they were.
And so I got to see them a lot and got to, thanks to them, I started coming to the festival and got to know artists I probably would have never known, Robert Earl Keen or Jerry Jeff Walker,
absolutely,
Rodney
true.
Crowell, if it wasn't for the Braun Brothers reunion.
Right,
and so,
right. Us, it's American Aquarium and oh
yes,
my gosh,
yes.
William Clark Green that we were exposed to first here.
Right.
And we are lifelong fans
yes,
now. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I this year was kind of cool because earlier this year I went to New Braunfels and saw Reckless Kelly and Steve Earle there. And I couldn't have planned this, but it was my 48th time seeing Reckless Kelly on my 48th birthday.
Oh my gosh.
And then Thursday night was my 70th Mickey and the Motorcar show.
Holy smokes. You are a super fan.
Yeah.
But you've been here and you were exposed to them early in their career.
Yes.
And as we were as well, and we saw them play in Sun Valley and catch them multiple times before, and then they moved off to Texas, right? And then kind of really taken off since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually saw them with Muzzy when they were little kids, right? At the ski hill at Pomerel.
Yes, I love talking to people who have been in Idaho a long time. Almost every Idahoan has a story about Muzzy and the boys when they were little.
Absolutely.
At some small towns event, potluck, whatever it is. Yeah. I love hearing those stories.
Well, we haven't had a chance to. My goal was this week was to try and meet with Muzzy, but they're so busy.
Right.
Muzzy's coming to a little venue in Bone, Idaho, in a week or so, and we're going to try and set it up to visit with him there. But I want to know more of the backstory. I know the story, but I really want to know the in-depth, their side of the story.
Right.
And how do you raise 4 boys that are such great musicians and vocalists and talented performers? It just amazes me.
Yeah, I've often wondered if Joanne's ever did not one of them want to be a teacher or a doctor or a veterinarian or a firefighter, all 4. Yeah.
But, and maybe they did, but maybe it wasn't an option, right? So I often wonder, because they were homeschooled and they were raised out there in the sticks, right? With no running water and no electricity. What else are you going to do but learn how to play an instrument and master it? Yeah. So, well, that is so cool. So where do you go from here? Where's your next event you're headed to?
I'm actually headed to Seattle for my high school reunion.
Oh, good for you.
And while I'm there, I will get to see White Buffalo and the Foo Fighters.
Oh, cool.
2 different shows, not the same show.
Yeah.
And so that'll be fun. And then when I come back, I'm flying in just in time to see Tyler Childers in Nampa.
Oh, he is coming to Nampa. I saw that. We have not seen Tyler live, so.
Oh, it's so good. I got to see him right before he blew up with maybe 50 people sitting from me to just behind you.
Oh my gosh.
And a couple months later, I happened to be somewhere where he was playing and it was sold out. No way I was going to get a ticket. And it was just in a couple of months. So I just caught him at the right time.
Isn't it crazy how that happens? I got to see Don Williams, same deal, from me to that bumper on that pickup in Billy Bob's, but it was at the end of his career and there wasn't as many people there, but still, what a great performance. But, so let's talk a little bit about, you also were telling me that you're starting a new business.
Yes.
So talk about that.
Yeah. So I decided after 20 years of traveling for music as though it was my job that I'm going to make it my job. and I am launching a travel agency. It's called Say Yes to the Fest.
Perfect.
And I want to specialize in destination music travel. So I want to help people like us who just love to travel for music. And I meet people all the time are like, how do you do that? How do you know the logistics? How do you know where to stay? Where do I fly into? What do I do when I'm there?
Right.
And so I want to be a travel agent I joke that it's the booking agent to the fans instead of the booking agent to the artists.
The artists, right.
And in addition to that, I want to put together small custom group trips with artists. So let's say your favorite singer-songwriter they have a bucket list destination, or they want to play hometown tourist, or there's just a place they want to go, and we'll put together a small group of fans. And I got to do this with one of my favorite singer-songwriters last year in Costa Rica, where we did all the touristy stuff during the day, and then she played for us every night.
Oh, perfect.
And so I want to put together some trips like that.
That is such a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, and I can relate, because as I was sharing with you, I was suddenly and unexpectedly retired the 1st of July. What was I going to do? So Shanda and I decided we would take our love of live music and do the podcast.
Yeah.
And this is all brand new, right? So it's new for you and new for us.
Brand new, yeah.
We need to stay in touch and work together.
Yeah.
But what a great thing. Music just speaks to all our souls, right? And it's such a great catalyst to bring people together and develop new friends. And
the Braun Brothers reunion, to me, I always say it's their family reunion, but it's our family reunion.
Yes, agreed.
Because we have made so many friends here.
Yeah.
I've been coming since 2006, and I've met people from all over the country. Yeah. And there's some people I only see this weekend, and I'm so excited to see them.
Yeah.
There's some people that we've become good enough friends that we've traveled to other festivals together in other states.
That's great.
We've seen each other at each other's houses, and
well,
it's such a special weekend. It's such a special thing they've cultivated over the years for all of us fans too. Like I wouldn't, I've missed 3 since 2006, and one was 2020. So, we all missed it, but I missed 2 previous to that. And I thought, never again. Like if you want me there, do not die, get married, have a reunion or a party of any sort the second weekend of August.
We've actually had to miss this because of a family reunion. And we were looking at the dates when we came, and we think we did skip a family reunion one year to come. Yeah. We can't remember for sure, but it's just really an inconvenience. Yeah. And so we're hoping that we get that squared away. But we're so thankful for this, and it's in our backyard, right? How do you beat this?
Right.
And we want to share this with people that don't know about it.
Right.
We were at Country Jam, and there was 40,000 people there. It's too big. It's too many. Much. It's just too much. Yes. It's overwhelming. This is so cool,
perfect, right?
And even though it's raining today, I said this morning, I got up and did a little podcast deal, and I just said, look, it started to rain. It's cooled down, but the rain isn't going to stop the music, and it won't stop the fans.
It's not a BBR until we have a weather event.
Yeah, right, for sure. Well, Sarah, thank you for taking the time and reaching out to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
we're
it's fun to meet super fans. We met a couple that's here from Germany, and that's an incredible story. I don't want to talk about it because I'll cry again. But they made a big sacrifice to get here. So
good.
And
I can't wait to hear about it on the podcast.
They're not the only ones, right? So a lot of people have a story to tell. But thank you again for your time. We look forward to working with you and seeing you again.
Yeah, thank you.
From Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host, Byron Duff, and until next time, adios.